All right, guys, I'm back, and we are at the top of page 4-17. Actually, the last thing that we had to do with this file was just simply save it and close it. So we're going to do a Command S and then close this out. Then we're going to start working on an alignment exercise. So you want to open InDesign 4-2. I'm going to go to File and Open, and we're looking for 4-2. Click Open, and we're going to do a File and Save As. And this is going to be an alignment, ALIGN _ your name and first initial. Then we're going to go to Window on the menu bar, and we are going to point to Object and Layout, and then we're going to click Align. And you'll see the dialog box, or the panel that comes up is an Align panel, and it's got 2 or 3 different sections to it. We're going to press Control A if you're on a Windows, or Command A if you're on a Mac, and you guys will remember that selects all. And then we are going to click the Align Left Edges button in the Align Objects section. So we're going to go to the Align Objects, and we want to align left edges in the Align Objects section. And that's where we are. The frames are aligned to the leftmost of the 3. The frames are aligned to the leftmost of the document is basically what it is. We're going to go to Edit on the menu bar and click Undo, Align. Then we're going to click the Align Top Edges button on the Align panel. And as shown in figure 33, or mine on the screen, the top edges of the 3 frames are aligned to the topmost of the document and of the 3. We're going to undo the previous step, Command Z, and then we're going to click the Align Horizontal Centers button. And then we're going to click the Align Vertical Centers button. And the 3 frames are stacked one on top of another. Their 3 center points aligned both horizontally and vertically. So we're going to do Command or Control S, and this was an easy one. Now we just close out. All right, the next one is going to be called Distribution. We're going to open File, and it's going to be 4-3 InDesign document, Command or Control O. And we're going to do a File, Save As, and we're going to save this one as Distribution _ Slater in, or your name, obviously. Then we're going to select the top 2 yellow squares, and the 2 red squares. So hold down your Shift to shift select the red squares. I'm going to get this out of the way to make sure I can see what all's on my desktop. And then we're going to click the Align Top Edges button. And the 4 objects are aligned by their top edges. We're going to click the Distribute Horizontal Centers button. Oh, that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to distribute the horizontal centers, sorry. And then the center points of the 2 red squares are distributed evenly on the horizontal axis between the center points of the 2 yellow squares, as shown in figure 35 and mine on the screen. Then we're going to go to Edit on the menu bar. We're going to click Deselect All. I want to make sure that I read this correctly. Edit on the menu bar, click Deselect All. There it is. We're going to select the top left yellow square. we're going to hold down the Shift, and then we're going to select the 2 red squares. And then we are also going to select the bottom right yellow square. We're going to go and click Distribute Vertical Centers button. And then compare your screen to figure 36 or mine on the screen. Now we're going to select the green square, the 2 red squares, so hold down your Shift key and select the 2 red squares, and the bottom yellow square, and then click the Align Right Edges button. Geez. There we go. Press and hold Shift, and then click the top right yellow square to add it to your selection. And then we're going to click the Distribute Vertical Centers button. And you'll see that the center points of the 5 squares are distributed evenly on the vertical axis as shown in figure 37 or mine on the screen. Now you're going to do a Command or Control S to save your work, and we're going to close this one out as well. All right, and moving right along, now we're going to go into a stacking lesson on page 4-24. We're going to use the arrange commands to change the stacking order of objects. And I'll probably just finish up this exercise for tonight and then add more later. But for right now, we're going to go to a file and open. And we're going to open 4-4. And we're going to save it as Stack and Layer. And then we're going to press V to access the selection tool. And we're going to click the yellow rectangle. And then we're going to go to Object on the menu bar. We're going to go to Arrange, and then we are going to click on Bring Forward. And you'll see the impact of that is to bring it before the green circle. The yellow rectangle moves forward 1 level in the stacking order. Then we're going to click on the red square. We're going to go to Object. We're going to point to Arrange, and then we're going to click on Bring to Front. And the red square comes to front and in our document window. Select both the yellow rectangle and the blue circle. Hold down your Shift and select the blue circle as well. And then go to Object on the menu bar, Arrange, and Bring to Front. Both objects now move to the front. And that's in front of the red square as shown in figure 43 or mine on the screen. Now we're going to click the green circle. We're going to go to Object on the menu bar, point to Arrange, and we're going to click Bring to Front. We're going to select all, do Command or Control A to select all. We're going to click the Align Horizontal Centers button. On the Align panel. The blue circle is completely behind the green circle, which it is, and you can kind of see the outline of it there. We're going to deselect all. We're going to click the center of the green circle. We're going to press and hold Control if you're on a Windows, or Command if you're on a Mac, and then we're going to click the center of the green circle again. And you can see what happens is that clicks down, so to speak, so that you can select the next item in the stacking order. We're going to go to Object on the menu bar, point to Arrange, and then we're going to click Bring Forward. And that brings the blue circle above the green. Now we're going to deselect all. We're going to select the blue circle. We're going to press and hold Control if you're on a Windows, Command if you're on a Mac, and then we're going to click the blue circle center again, and that selects the green behind it. Still pressing and holding Control if you're on a Windows or Command if you're on a Mac, we're going to click the blue circle again, and that selects the yellow rectangle. And then we're going to click the blue circle again to select the red square. So again, that's how you click down or select down in your stacking order. If you want to get to an object and can't otherwise access it, this is the great way to click down to select those behind it. Now again, let's see. I guess that's all we have to do. Holy moly, that seems awfully easy. So we're going to do Command or Control S to save this, and we're going to close this out. And again, I think that that's all I'll do for tonight. I hopefully will have time to add some more before Friday, before we talk about the Chapter 4 overheads. See you then.